I'm interested on the Today angle and all of this. And you mentioned the oligarchs. I just want to pick up on that point. You mentioned the oligarchs, and we've obviously seen that statement that President Putin made last month, mobilising citizens to come and join the war, the special operation, as he describes it. And his personal popularity has plummeted, and we've seen Russians desperate to flee the country, not willing to be involved in the conflict. Yet these missile strikes in the last 24 hours, raining down across cities, across the Ukraine, people have described as the bloodiest days since the outbreak of war, largely seen as bolstering his popularity with the oligarchs, which is quite horrifying when you think of, you know, how many people were killed.
Let us come to the point. The thing is that oligarchs play no role. You know, oligarchs, starting with Abramovich, they had nickname in Kremlin, purses. You should understand that they're playing nothing. They're nobody. Putin has removed all this, and the present minister, before that, there were people who were making and responsible for decline and control of the Ministry of Defense. You should understand that in Soviet time, even in Yeltsin time, say, for example, territory controlled by or owned by Ministry of Defense was 50 times more than territory of Great Britain.
Okay, well, let's take the oligarchs out of the
just
discussion.
a minute.
Just talk about his popularity.
I'm coming
as a
to
result
present
of the
day.
missile
I'm
strike.
trying to explain the present day. That is the thing. The thing is that till now, till yesterday or maybe a week ago, the Russian Defense Ministry was not actually military, controlled by military men. What has happened now, because of the war in Ukraine, because this war was not prepared properly, because this war was started as a small operation, which the defense ministry at that stage can afford and can control, and because it became the war with NATO, and which Russian Ministry of Defense can't simply win without nuclear weapons, Putin has taken the decision to resurrect, to bring back military people responsible. That was the war not controlled by military. Now military people are coming.
Is that too late for Putin?
No.
Because we're getting the reports already that the morale on the front line is down to zero in Russia.
Morale was around...
They're running out of ammunition.
Yes, wait a minute. Morale was down because it was not controlled by the military. There was no commander. First commander of the operation was appointed 2 days back. There was no...
Yes, so this is General Armageddon, as he's known by President Biden, General Sergei Surovikin, who oversaw the destruction of Aleppo in 2016, and he's now overseeing operations in Ukraine. You see that as a good move, as a pivotal moment?
I am not saying good move. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there was no control, no execution of the operation by military people. There were security people, there were different private... I know about private, you know, these musicians, Wagner's. I know who has brought, and they actually appeared also during these years. And I know all this. So the thing is that for the first time, there was a military man, general, tough general. That was the decision and the condition of given by the army to Putin. Either you resurrect the army or we are losing. But now the command is given to the army. And the army will make everything to defeat. You should understand that since 2014, because Putin has created all this, you know, I call it matryoshka, you know, inside one body, another body, another body.
Russian dolls.
Yes. So the thing is that from 2014, Russian military-industrial complex was working 7 days a week, 24 hours. And why it was not used properly? Because it was no military people in control. Now, military people in control, and whatever West and Ukraine is facing now, they're facing a Russian army. And before, there was a group of clans.